Greetings, everybody. If you're like most of our customers, you know about CallTrackingMetrics because of our marketing attribution capabilities. We're giving you the ability to measure which advertising channels are effective at generating phone calls, which ones are not. What most people don't know is that under the hood in CallTrackingMetrics across all of our plans, we also offer some great business continuity solutions that I thought I'd talk with you today about in light of recent events. Within CallTrackingMetrics, there's a few different ways that you can set this up to keep your calls rolling in regardless of where you're working from. So the first option that we have here is the ability to update the call routing for any of your tracking numbers, any of the numbers that are out there on your marketing today. And what this involves is just coming into your number inventory, selecting the number or numbers that we want to edit, and updating the dial routing. So maybe we take this call that normally hands off to our phone system in the office and we update this to a receiving number on our cell phone, somewhere else where we can get these calls wherever we need to be working today. Additionally, on our marketing and contact center plans, we support the ability to have a call queue. A call queue is like a ring group that has some pretty complex behaviors for exactly how, when, and where we're going to route the calls to the members of this ring group. So you see in the queues here, we have agents that are members of this queue. So for each person that you want to put into a queue, you would create a user in CallTrackingMetrics for that person. On the user setup, in addition to an email that they'll log in with, we can also define an agent contact. This can be any 10-digit phone number where this agent is able to answer the call, i.e. their cell phone, their house phone, any 10-digit number, or internationally even. So with the agent set up and their phone number, we can plop those agents into our queues, and some of the behaviors that we'll be able to set up around the call distribution through the queue are things like what are the callers going to hear while they're waiting in this queue. By default, we just play a standard US ringtone. As well as how are we going to distribute the calls to the agents that are a part of this queue. So we can do some different ring patterns in a simultaneous pattern, a round robin pattern, a circular distribution, or a longest waiting first. So the agent that's been logged in, waiting the longest for a phone call is going to be next up to get that call. In the queues, another popular feature for this type of routing is how we connect the phone call to the party. So what you may want to do here, if you've got agents working from home, is prompt the agent to accept this phone call. You can customize what message we play for the agent, usually something like press 1 to accept this call. What this allows you to do is not have everybody's cell phone taking the call out of the queue. So if I'm up next to take a phone call and you ring my iPhone, if I don't want my iPhone voicemail to pluck that call out of the queue, having this key press option will give me the allotted amount of time that you program here to answer the phone call, but it'll go on to the next agent if I don't answer the call and press 1. In the queues, another important feature is the no answer scenario. So after we've given that call the total allotted amount of time that we want to try agents in this queue, and what route are we going to take out of this queue? And that can be another queue. Maybe there's different groups of agents that we want to ring with these phone calls. It can be routing to some other number. Maybe we want to send it to the manager's cell phone after none of these agents have answered the phone call. We can also route this to a voice menu where we can actually collect a voicemail greeting from the caller and present that to you either in our call log or through an email alert. And with that queue set up and our agents added to this queue, we can then update our tracking numbers to go from the normal route that they take to our dial route in the setup here to dial a call queue. And we can pick any of those queues. So if we've already got a queue in place today, maybe we set up a secondary queue with everybody's cell phone, and it's just as easy as changing between these queues when we need to instruct everybody to work from home. The last option that I'll talk about here is our Softphone solution. So in addition to forwarding these calls to another third-party phone system outside of CTM, across all of our plans, we also provide a web-based Softphone. So that means just about anywhere where your agents can access a browser with a headset and a microphone, they can log into CallTrackingMetrics and make and receive all of the phone calls that they need to, send text messages, chat with people on our website directly inside of CallTrackingMetrics. So in this case, I bring up my Softphone, I acknowledge that I'm available, and then as I'm up to take a call, my phone's going to ring here, my computer speakers and or my headset is going to ring, letting me know that I've got an inbound call, and I can click here and answer this. Our higher end plans, the contact center plan and even somewhat on the marketing plan, support a very customizable agent experience, but this basic making and receiving of phone calls is readily available across all of our plans. I hope you found this beneficial, and I hope CTM can help keep your business afloat while we work in this quarantine state. Thank you very much.